Hi, this is Gayle. Welcome to my channel. We're talking about travel. We're talking about travel tips on Wednesday. I get a lot of questions about the van. One of the things that I'm asked is, how do you eat on the road? What kind of food do you fix in the van? Do you cook in the van? Do you cook outdoors? You know, how do you take care of your eating needs and dietary needs when you're traveling in a van? So let's look at that for just a few minutes. Of course, the thing about being in a van is you want your food to be easy to fix. You don't have a lot of refrigeration and you don't have a lot of electricity. I like to have a little cooler, which is tucked away right now, but it's a small cooler, and that's usually what I travel with in the van. Now, if I'm with my husband, we'll take a larger one that's on wheels, and in that I'll put, you know, milk, sandwich meat, some basic things. And that's actually my husband who you just heard cough. So, hi hubby!
Sorry.
It's okay. So your cooler size is going to change based on how many people, or it does with me, changes based on how many people I have. It also, if we're going to be camping somewhere and I know we're going to have short power, I have a dorm-sized refrigerator. So when I pack things and I bring things like milk, for example, I will get either a quart or some of those little jugs of milk and use those as opposed to using the whole big gallon jug, because the jug is harder to deal with and I'm not going to drink all that much milk anyway. But that being said, I do like it for some things. I also will buy the little cans of Carnation evaporated milk. You can mix that with an equal can of water, and that will make a pretty good milk. The other things that I like to do when I'm traveling is I'll get a bag of salad, you know, just the bags that you pick up from the store. Sometimes I'll fix that. Just take the salad, dump it in a bowl, throw some salad dressing on it, some little odds and ends of sandwich meat if you have it, and then you've got a pretty nice salad for $1.50 to $2, and you're done. But if I'm out on the road and it's not convenient to get to a grocery store, there are a few staples that I always like to have. And those are things that I can basically use with boiling water or really hot water. Now, I will tell you that at Walmart, they have bags of food and that you get, they're over in the camping section. And basically all you do is add the hot water directly to the bag and fold the top down. Now, I can't eat those because they have soy in them and I can't do soy, but a lot of people can. So if you're okay with meals that sometimes have soy in them, you might want to look at those. They're kind of pricey. They're around $4 to $5. Let me show you what I like to usually have. Packets of oatmeal. I love the oatmeal because I can eat it hot. I can make refrigerator oatmeal, which is where you take a jar, you dump the oatmeal in the jar, add some milk, put it in the cooler overnight. Next morning you've got oatmeal. I also like it because I can sprinkle it on yogurts and have something a little more toothsome than just yogurt. So I like oatmeal a lot. Ramen noodles, these are kind of an obvious put. I know, my husband's favorite. I like buying them in the cup because all I have to do is add boiling water to them, put the lid on it, let it sit for a couple of minutes, and boom, done, you're in lunch or dinner. They don't have a lot to them, so I usually round them out with a couple of pieces of fruit. When I'm on the road, I'll buy fruit every couple of days because of wild temperature fluctuations in the van. So it's going to have to really hold up. So some ramen, some fruit, I'm good to go. And of course, for my husband, the giant economy size.
Super ramen.
Couscous is another thing that I like to have. It also takes water, boil it, soak this in water. You're finished in a few minutes. Some flavors, like the roasted garlic, you can throw a handful of nuts in. Usually pecans are what I like. Pine nuts, some people use peanuts. They have some extra protein with this. small size cans of Bush's beans. You can also do like beanie weenies, the pork and beans. Small cans of these, you can just heat it up, and you've got some protein. I'll sometimes use this by itself. Of course, canned soups, the same thing. You can heat those up. Couscous can sometimes be expensive if you buy it by the box, so you can also buy it by the bag. A lot of places that sell bulk. I got this $2.58 at a bulk Amish food store. There's probably nothing Amish to it, but they did have it in bulk. A little goes a long way. Also with couscous, there are couscous pearls, which is a larger type of couscous, if you can focus in on that. And again, these cook in water in just a few minutes. If you have chicken broth, the little bouillon cubes that don't need refrigeration, put that in the water, let it boil, put some couscous in, you're good to go. I'm knocking that out. Put this back. Put this back. Mashed potatoes. Have these in the bag. I love these. Do a box. Again, you can use this and you can add things to it. Like if you want cheesy potatoes, you can make a cheesy potatoes. If you have a piece of bacon or some bacon crumbles, toss that in with some milk and some cheese, and this can make actually some pretty good potato soup in just a few minutes. All you have to do is boil the water, throw the potato flakes in it, toss a handful of cheese in it, mix it up, you're good to go. So that's something I like to do. Of course, also, I don't have anything there. Canned food items are always easy on the road. Canned tuna, canned chicken. There's a lot you can do with chicken. I really like it because, again, I can boil that water, throw in some pasta, which I usually have around here and I'm out, but throw some pasta in with the water and open up a can of vegetables, drain that like the veg oil, put that in with the chicken and the water, and in just a little bit, boil it, and you've got chicken soup. Now the way I boil is to use a Tomlin. See if I can get it down here. Okay, when you're getting ready to do a video, it probably helps to make sure that your cooler, your cooking apparatus is not underneath everything else. But this is just one of those basic Coleman pieces that you have. Oh great, I have the string caught. Let me see. It's not my day. Anyway, you have this, the green gas tank fits underneath it on a base, and on this I can boil water in just a few minutes. It's gas, it gets extremely hot, and boom, it's really, really fast to boil water. When I don't have this, or don't want to use this, I have a small crock pot. It's really small, only about that big. It's a 1 quart size, so you're not going to put a lot in it. But I can plug that up into my cigarette adapter on an inverter, and I can use that when I'm driving down the road. Crock pot, as long as I prop it up really good, I usually sit it in the sink. Then I have start in the morning, and I have dinner when I'm ready to eat. It can be soup, small meat dishes, and usually when I'm buying meat, I buy something for that day or the next day. I'm going to be keeping it in the cooler, so I don't want to have a lot of meat. Eggs I will keep a little bit longer, and also in the crock pot I can heat the water up and cook eggs in the shell, kind of like I would boiled eggs, except it takes longer. So yeah, that's what we have. That's some of what I eat. Woo! I don't know where that dog noise is coming from, but Anyway, that's some of what I eat and how when I'm on the road. Some of the foods you can fix. I'm sure there's more, so leave me a comment down below and let me know. And thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you hanging out with me today. Make sure you like and subscribe because you're going to miss other videos that are coming up if you don't subscribe, and you don't want to do that. So subscribe, and thanks again for watching, and I will see you out, about, and online. Don't forget to live audaciously and just go grab life and have fun. Bye. Oh look, Tomlin's seen himself in my phone again. He keeps bumping it and turning it on. Is there a doggy in the phone? Does the doggy look a lot like Tomlin? You're just on alert for something. Okay.